Time to lock in. Hottest show in the streets. Number one forum for Bama football news. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama magazine. We're bringing you the show in the magic city of Birmingham. We stream this to you through YouTube. And speak of the channel, you know what time it is. It's time to hit that subscribe button. Tap the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to make sure you miss nothing when you're Bama football. Smash the like button right now. Get those likes up, those thumbs up right there. Trying to get the show 50 likes out the gate to start it. We appreciate all of you. Daily Super Chat go $100 daily. Super Chat go $100 right there. We thank all of you guys. We got a lot to unpack on the show. A lot to dive into the NFL Scouting Combine going on right now. Lucas Oil Stadium. The Alabama guys are putting on a show. Dallas Turner putting the money in the bag that he's a first-round pick. Chris Bradswell did some great things testing there Terrion Arnold was phenomenal. Of course, Kool-Aid McKinstry will save all of his workout for Alabama's Pro Day, which will be on March 20th. The reason being, according to the medical reports coming from Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, McKinstry has a Jones fracture in his right foot. So he chose to not do the combine as far as the on-field workouts. He did the team interviews and that type of thing there, but he will save his on-field workouts to Alabama's Pro Day. But we want to hear from you guys on this evening. You can do this by calling 205-448-1358, the number to call in to let your voice be made known on the show, 205-448-1358. And one more time, 205-448-1358. Want to hear from you guys, but we get the conversation started here, Eli. Topic number one, and people, Alabama has got a quarterback cooking up something different here in the positional room. Bama's got a quarterback cooking up something in the kitchen right now. When you look at spring practice starting Monday, March 4th, who could I be referring to? None other than Jalen Milroe, the returning junior out of Katy, Texas, former four-star in the 2021 class, led the Crimson Tide to a Southeastern Conference championship a season ago. The college football playoff finished last year, 2,834 passing yards, 35 total touchdowns, made second team All-SEC, and it looks like Kalen DeBoer and Alabama's coaching staff have Milroe on a mission in terms of being the explosive playmaking passer, making all the throws needed on the field to have this offense humming. Now, this clip, as Eli's playing it now, it jumped on Instagram today from Jalen Milroe. This is tweaked up passing mechanics of Milroe. Now, the one thing I want you guys to watch his feet and watch his hips. He's moving it with his hips. Hips are looking way more fluid than what they were last year. You watch the feet. The feet are in line with his legs, his arms, his body. Look at the structure, squareness of his shoulders and his back. He has tweaked up the passing mechanics. The ball is coming out quickly, coming out smoothly. The follow through there. He's worked on some things, y'all. He's worked on some things when you look at this passing mechanic right here. Now, I'm not basing everything off of this one video, but what you do see here is you see the footwork's gotten better. You see he is moving his hips. Go back to the video, Eli. You see he's moving his hips right. He's turning with the hips, going into the throw. You see the squareness of the shoulder and the back, and then watch the arm come through. There you go there. So we're seeing some improvement. We're seeing some tweaking here of the throwing motion, of the passing mechanics. Kalen DeBoer, Nick Sheridan, Jamarcus Shepard, they've all talked about in this offense, you got to have the timing, you got to have the rhythm, you got to have the accuracy. Everything's got to be in order. And when you look at Milroe with this work ethic, taking it upon himself to make sure everything is in order, he could have a good rise this year. He could have a really good jump this year in terms of his growth even more as a quarterback with the work he's put in as we're inching closer and closer to spring practice. And here's a thought. Kalen DeBoer and Nick Sheridan both had Michael Penix Jr. the last 2 years. They made him a two-time 4,000-yard quarterback. They made him a Heisman Trophy finalist this past season. Can Jalen Milroe have a Michael Penix Jr. type of season? Can he have a Michael Penix Jr. type of year? That's going to be very interesting because with him continuing to grow the passing mechanics, tweak some things, improve some things, strengthen some areas here, there's a possibility where he could have a Michael Penix Jr. type of year. But that's going to be fun to watch. I mean, it is good to go back and watch this video because, go back and play it one more time, Eli. This is good to watch this video. You're seeing in the video footwork. You're seeing the hip motion. You're seeing the squareness, shoulders and back. You're seeing him step to the throw and letting go of that football, and that's pretty. And he's doing it with cornrows, too. He's changed the hair. I didn't even see it. He's changed the hair, too. So he's changing the passing mechanics, the hair. I mean, what could this mean here for Crimson Tide football? I mean, we always know that Milroe was jacked up. He was yoked up there body-wise, but footwork clean, moving the hips there, back, shoulders, square, stepping into the throw of the football. Spring practice, come on and get here. We can get this action here. Jalen Milroe's got something cooking up here for us. But we take our first break here on the show. Don't touch that dial. We're just getting you started here on a Friday. Upon our return, we want to get to you, the Alabama football fans, the passionate people that support your Crimson Tide. Light us up. We want your thoughts after this.
Touchdown Alabama is a fully independent outlet that covers all things Alabama football. Founded in 2007 when Nick Saban arrived, we have been here through the entire Nick Saban era. In this new era, now is the perfect time to stay up to date on everything Alabama football and know what's going on, including everything that's going on with recruiting. Our website at touchdownalabama.com will always keep you in the know on everything that's going on with the Crimson Tide. And you can also get breaking news notifications with our app. We have over 100,000 followers on Facebook, over 60,000 on Twitter, nearly 30,000 on Instagram, over 30,000 on TikTok, and we're constantly growing. Also, be sure to become a part of this rapidly growing venture and subscribe to touchdownalabama.com to get inside and premium information on the team as well as recruiting inside the state of Alabama. We are constantly adding to our premium subscription package, so be sure to lock in now.
Remember the taste of Grandma's delicious sweets? Emily's Heirloom Pound Cakes brings back those precious memories with just one bite. Each cake made from scratch. They make the perfect dessert to share with family and friends for any occasion, and ordering is easy. Visit emily'sheirloompoundcakes.com. Click the online store and shop. Then pick up your fresh cake at the kitchen in downtown Homewood. Order yours online at emily'sheirloompoundcakes.com. Emily's Heirloom Pound Cakes, making memories from scratch.
All right, people, we're back locked and loaded to the action from the break on a Friday. TGIF edition of the show, number one for Bama football news. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama magazine. Appreciate my man Eli Walker in the production room, holding everything in order. Continue, guys, hitting that subscribe button, tapping that subscribe button, hitting that notification bell so you stay tuned in to your Bama football coverage. That daily Super Chat Go, $100. Daily Super Chat Go, $100 right there. Jeremy Matthews knows what's going on. He's dropped that $4.99 in the Super Chats. Appreciate that from Jeremy Matthews there. Thanks to him. Continue to hit that thumbs up as well. Liking the show, supporting the show, making this your spot here for all things Tide football. Phone lines open, 205-448-1358. The number to call in. Let your voice be heard on the show. A call segment brought to you by the Blue Wrench Gang, 205-448-1358. And one more time, 205-448-1358. As you're getting your thoughts together to call in here. A little bit of some information before our first call topic, Eli. So the coaching staff for King and DeBoer officially all the way finalized. The last three names have been announced here on social media. Chris Kaplovich is officially in here now as the offensive line coach. Chris Robinson officially in here now as a defensive coach. He'll work with linebackers. So those two names are in. And Brian Ellis, who is the tight ends coach, his name is officially locked in now, pen to paper. So the entire on-field staff for Alabama's in. Before spring ball, before we get out there for spring practice, the entire on-field staff Remember, Kalen DeBoer has been hired. Pen has been put to paper on everybody of the last 3 names. Once again, Chris Kaplovich, offensive line coach, Brian Ellis, tight ends coach, and Chris Robinson, who will work with linebackers along with Kane Womack. All of these names have been put pen to paper, so it's good to have this finalization before spring practice. But anyway, call topic right now goes to Dallas Turner, who put on an absolute show at the NFL Scouting Combine on yesterday. Folks, yes, Dallas came in 2 inches shorter than what was provided on RollTide.com. RollTide.com had him at 6'4". The NFL Combine, he came in at 6'2". That doesn't matter. At 247 pounds, with a wingspan of 83 inches, and that's insane, an 83-inch wingspan. Dallas Turner ran 4.47. What? Ran a 4.47. Faster than Derrick Henry, faster than Jalen Hurts, faster than Will Anderson, faster than Terry Arnold. 4.47. Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner jumped to 40.5-inch vert. Nuts! Dallas had a 10-foot-7-inch broad jump. You kidding me? He finished either number 1, tied for number 1, or tied for number 2 among linebackers at every single station. The guy tested off the charts, people, and he literally just said, look, I'm a top 15 draft pick. Put the money in the bag. It's mine. Dallas Turner just showed the world he's a top 15 draft pick, period. What a day for Dallas. What a day for Dallas Turner, former 5-star, 2021 class from South Florida, ended his Alabama playing career with 22.5 sacks. Was tied for 6th all-time in school history for Bama. I think he also ended with 30. I think he ended with also like 34.5 tackles for loss as well. I'm gonna fact check that, but I know 22.5 sacks, which is tied for 6th all-time. But big ups to Dallas Turner, co-SEC Defensive Player of the Year from last season, consensus All-American, first team All-SEC, and had a whale of a showing at the NFL Combine. Kudos to the Dallas Turner. We're going to go to another break right here on the show. Don't touch that dial. When we get back, we get into the conversation of, can we see a true freshman start at cornerback this season, upcoming in the fall, beginning with spring practice? We'll talk Alabama cornerbacks after this. We're out here at Alumni Hall in Tuscaloosa. Oh yeah, oh, man. Gotta get this. Gotta get one of these right here. Can't rock that Bama without this shirt right here, fresh polo. You gotta also rock the all pink, like Kanye West right there. Keychains, gotta get you some keychains. University of Alabama keychains. I'm telling you, if you are a die-hard Alabama fan and you're looking for some big-time apparel, this place has got everything. We're talking shirts, shoes, sweatshirts, hoodies, cups, mugs, keychains. If you're just a Tide fan that has an itch to get more apparel, get more swag in your game, you come right here at Alumni Hall in Tuscaloosa, right here in Midtown Village. And also you can shop online. The link is in the description to get your gear right here at Alumni Hall.
Thank you for tuning in. Show your support right now by clicking that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button now and enable all notifications to make sure you don't ever miss any of the best Alabama football news, notes, and information right here on Touchdown Alabama.
All right, folks, here we go. Back into the action from the break on a Friday, TGIF edition of the show. Number one ticket for your Bama football news. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of TDA. Gotta show some love to Siobhan Pompey! Siobhan Pompey with that $9.99 in the Super Chat. Dropping that love in there. A daily Super Chat go, $100. Daily Super Chat go, $100 right there. We appreciate that from all of you guys. Continue smashing the like button, hitting that subscribe button. Do what you do. Making this your show, your spot here for all things Crimson Tide football. Hitting that thumbs up as well. Absolutely. But topic number 2 here, Eli. You know, spring practice, it's bringing so much excitement because of all of the newness, all of that we're going to get to be exposed to in the media, Eli, and of course, all of the information that's going to be provided to the fan base out here. But one area that I want to touch on right now when you look at spring practice is the cornerback room. Defensive backs, but in particular the cornerback room. If there was a position where we could see some freshmen from this 2024 class really make headway, that cornerback room is the biggest position because you lose Terrion Arnold, Kool-Aid McKinstry, NFL draft. Those two are at the NFL Combine right now. You've lost several guys to the transfer portal that went elsewhere. The only scholarship cornerback you have back, or you retained, was Jaleel Hurley from the 2023 class. And then you brought in a transfer of cornerback in Damani Jackson. We'll see how good he is. But if there was an opportunity for, a freshman, a couple of freshmen to really kind of grab them a spot, it would be at the cornerback position. And two guys off the top of my head, Eli, as freshmen, and if I'm the Bama Nation, I kind of circle these two and highlight these two and go, maybe one of these two, if not both, can make a serious move here as a starting corner beginning in spring practice. Those two guys, Jalen Milroe and Xavier Brown. Jalen Milroe, 5-star electric athlete, Clay Chalkville High School, Class 6A state champion this past season, played everywhere, but the guy can be really good as a corner. And then you got Xavier Brown, 5-star out of California. When you watch him, undoubtedly the most technically sound corner in this class. Kind of has that Patrick Surtain-like teach tape, Xavier Brown. The most technically sound corner in this class. I mean, the guy can mirror receivers, can run with them, can jam them up, can take away the inside route, take away the outside route. Xavier Brown can do a lot. And just when you watch his tape, it's just so fluid. His technique, his hips, his footwork, his eye discipline, his control, it's all there. Like it's all 100% there with Xavier Brown. Just like when Patrick Surtain first got to Alabama as a 5-star in 2018 from American Heritage High School, South Florida, Plantation, Florida. When Pat Surtain first got to Alabama, we knew it right then. Hey, this guy's good. We saw the tape. He can move. He can cover. He can defend. He can break on the ball. He mirrors receivers. He runs with guys. He's physical. He can cut you off. Like, Surtain was able to do all of that. And that's the reason why he's been so successful early on in his professional career with the Denver Broncos. And Denver is getting ready to make him a long-term contract extension, right? When you look at Xavier Brown, there's the same teach tape ability there with him. In terms of Jalen Milroe, he's just explosive. This guy played quarterback, wide receiver, defensive back, and return specialist at Clay Chalkville High School. He did everything for that program. Now, he's primarily going to be a defensive back at Alabama. Now, of course, Xavier Brown has had more time being just a pure DB, versus Jalen Milroe. But I think Mbakwe's athleticism, his overall explosiveness and talent will make up for a lot of things. And I think his explosiveness and talent will help kind of shorten that learning curve a bit for him, because I think he's got the potential. If you put him out there, he can make a lot of plays. I mean, he can make a lot of plays. And you got Coach Maurice Linguist, who will primarily work with corners. I think Coach Mo will help a lot in Mbakwe's development. And then when you look at Kane Womack's, 4-2-5 defense, which has some carryover from the 3-4 defensive nickel style that Coach Saban had during his tenure with the Crimson Tide, I think Womack and Coach Linguist will help a lot in Mbakwe's growth, his development. But both of those two, he and Xavier Brown, are two freshman corners I will keep my eye on. The third freshman corner I would look at is Xavier Milroe. Milroe's a dog. Milroe, I think he's 6'2", Eli. Is he 6'2"? I think he's 6'2". Milroe has the ideal height to be an elite corner. Our own Justin Smith, the director of scouting and recruiting for TDA, had a conversation with him about a couple of days ago. Milroe has the ideal height that Brown and Mbakwe don't have in terms of being that elite corner. Like he has the height, he has the structure, kind of like the ranginess, the size that you like there. Does he have the teach tape of Xavier Brown? Probably not. Is he as explosive potentially as Mbakwe? Probably. But he does have a size. He does have that Trayvon Diggs length, kind of, in a way. So that's intriguing there. And that's something to keep our eyes on, especially if any of these guys, and I'm not saying Damani Jackson's not good. He highly talented. That USC defense, the reason why it struggled was, Alex Grinch as the defensive coordinator, not that good at all. So you can't really put the struggles of USC's defense on Damani Jackson. He's talented, but when you have a coordinator that doesn't necessarily know what he's doing, that fires back on your defense in a negative way. So maybe getting Damani Jackson to Alabama, having him around some real deal coaching, maybe he can really take off in this program right here. But on the flip side, if it's not there for Jackson, then you got a Jalen Mbakwe, Xavier Brown playing both corner spots, or a Xavier Brown, Xavier Milroe playing both corner spots. Either way, a freshman's going to have a shot in here, people. A true freshman is going to have a shot in here, but that's just real intriguing. Now, when you look at Damani Jackson and Keon Sabb, can both of these two lock in a spot? Damani Jackson as a corner, Keon Sabb potentially as a safety, unless do you move Keon Sabb to corner to open up an opportunity for Tony Mitchell at safety? And I really like Tony Mitchell. Is that something that Alabama's considering? Taking Keon Sabb, maybe moving him to corner, and have Devontae Smith and Tony Mitchell at both safety spots. It's a lot you can do here with the secondary. But the key thing here is a freshman's going to have a shot. Whether it's Xavier Brown as a starter, Jalen Mbakwe as a starter, Xavier Milroe as a starter, one of these three freshmen is going to have a shot to start somewhere in here. And it's going to be fun to watch that. But we're going to take a break right here, folks, in the show. Don't touch that dial. When we get back, we're going to jump to the phone lines to get your calls. If you had a choice of a true freshman to start at corner, who would your choice be? I want to hear from you guys, the fans, after this.
Every sport sports fan deserves the proper representation. Whitwell Sports introduces to you the Title Towel. Wave that Title Towel in the air like you just don't care in support of Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Only $9.99 and it lasts a lifetime. Head on over to whitwellsports.com and get your Title Towel today.
This is Chris Rogers, 2009 national champion. You are listening to the baddest, when I say the baddest, sports show in the state of Alabama. In my own words, you know, yours truly, Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Don't touch that dial.
Thank you for tuning in. Show your support right now by clicking that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button now and enable all notifications to make sure you don't ever miss any of the best Alabama football news, notes, and information right here on Touchdown Alabama.
We're back in here, folks, to the action from the break. Locked and loaded. Hottest show on the streets, number one forum for Bama football news. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of TDA. Gotta appreciate my man Eli Walker in the production room this evening. Keeping everything in flow, everything in motion. Continue, you guys, hitting the like button. Smash the like button. Give us that thumbs up right there. Tap the like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Make this your network, your program, your spot for all things Crimson Tide football. Appreciate all of you. Phone lines open, 205-448-1358. The number to call in to let your voice be made known, 205-448-1358. Call segment brought to you by the Blue Wrench Gang, 205-448-1358. As you guys, again, your thoughts set to call in here. Another awesome call topic, Eli. You know, Bama had several alums show out at the Combine so far. Dallas Turner had a big day Thursday. Chris Braswell had a good day. Braz ran a 4.640, tied Will Anderson's 4.640 from 2023, that Combine. Braz had a 33.5-inch vertical. Strong there. Braz, a broad jump of 9 feet, 7 inches. Not bad there at all. So Braz, a good Combine. Terrion Arnold, a good showing. 4.5, 140. 37-inch vert. Good day there for Terrion. Looked very good in the on-field drills. Proud of what he was able to do. Jalen Key ran a 4.640. Jalen Key, I think he had a 35-inch vert. Yeah. So you had some guys representing Bama in the Combine that put in some good testing. Some good testing numbers there. Now, the ones that remain that still have to go, you look at Jermaine Burton, wide receiver. We'll look at him tomorrow. You look at running back Jace McClellan on tomorrow. I mean, you still have offensive lineman J.C. Latham and kicker Will Reichert remaining here. So still got some Bama names left to participate here in this Combine. But of the ones that have gone, some good stuff. Real good stuff. Once again, Kool-Aid McKinstry will hold his workout to a pro day. But he did interview with teams, talk to teams, that whole thing. Terrion Arnold met with the Houston Texans at the Combine. Does DeMeco Ryans draft him? I mean, that'd be good. DeMeco were to draft Terrion Arnold. We'll see. We'll see what that all entails there. But taking our final break here on the show. Touch that down. When we get back, we wrap things up with this discussion. Which position group got to go all out hard? Stepping all the way up in spring practice. We'll wrap up with that after this.
I'm Malachi Moore, and you're watching In My Own Words with Stephen M. Smith on Touchdown Alabama YouTube channel.
Thank you for tuning in. Show your support right now by clicking that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button now and enable all notifications to make sure you don't ever miss any of the best Alabama football news, notes, and information right here on Touchdown Alabama.
What's going on? This is Benny Bice. I'm the founder and owner of Touchdown Alabama. And you guys are supporting one of the only independent outlets covering Alabama football today. No other sports, no networks, just Alabama football. Roll Tide Roll.
All right, folks, here we go. Here we go. We're back there, locked and loaded to the action from the break. Number one forum for Bama football news. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine and TGIF edition of the show. Appreciate all of you guys donating in, commenting in the comment section on YouTube, making this your spot here for all things Crimson Tide football. But final discussion here of conversation, the position group that has to go all out hard in spring practice. The position group that has to emerge, step its game all the way up. And obviously, everybody's going to have a different opinion. Some may say, Stephen, well, all positions need to step up. And true. In theory, true. Some may say, Stephen, well, I want to see the quarterback step all the way up. Well, I want to see the offensive line step all the way up. I want to see, I want to see the coaching staff step all the way up. And all of these are true. All of these are true. Spring practice starting off on Monday, March 4th there. But in my opinion, before I give my opinion here on mine, Eli, the position group you want to see step all the way up. You and I have this discussion. So the position group, Eli, you want to see step all the way up here in spring ball. I think you've already gotten it written down, so let's see it. I think you've already gotten it written down, Eli. So let's see. Yep, he got it written down. Wide receivers. Eli wants to see the wide receivers step all the way up, make that full-on emergence, and I can agree with him on that. When you look at the last time you had a wide receiver room that was extremely potent, was that 2017 room where you had, with that 2018-19 room where you had Judy, Ruggs, Smith, and Jalen Waddle infused in there with John Mechie also. That wide receiver room was just insane. That was insane. It was something different every single week. So Eli's going to go with the wide receivers. I'm going to say defensive line. And the reason why I want to see this defensive line go absolutely crazy is when you're playing in the 4-2-5 defense, your defensive line has got to get intense penetration. You got to get intense push. You have a big time pass rush. Whether it's from the defensive ends, defensive tackles, being able to get low, get skinny, affect the quarterback, as well as collapse the pocket and stopping the run too. Collapse the pocket to stop the run, but also being able to get in the quarterback's passing lane, disrupt his passing vision, disrupt his confidence, get skinny, knife your way back there, sack the quarterback a few times. Defensive line has got to step itself all the way up, especially when you have a young secondary. The best friend for a young secondary is an intense, relentless pass rush. You get you an intense, relentless pass rush, a quarterback does not have enough time to process information and then let go of the football. Doesn't have enough time. So if for Alabama, to me, the defensive line, I want to see this group take its game all the way up. I want to see this group step itself all the way up. Because you got to be able to get some sacks. You got to be able to force turnovers. You got to be able to help out your young secondary by affecting, disrupting the timing of the opposing offense that you are facing. So that's just my thoughts right there. I want to see the defensive line step all the way up. I mean, I could have gone a number of different directions, but my main focus here will be on the Alabama defensive front, making that push of that trajectory upward there. But as always, Bama Nation, you want the best in news, notes, material, coverage here, entertainment on your favorite program, that being the Crimson Tide. You can get this by accessing the Touchdown Alabama magazine app. You download the app from the iPhone App Store if you're rocking Team Apple, Google Play Store If you have the Android phone for your audio needs, check us out, iTunes or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn Radio, Overcast.fm, or iHeartRadio. We got you covered right there. The good and gracious Lord sees fit. I'll try to be back on Monday, continuing the conversation that is Tide football. Guys, show some love to you, the Bama fans, with the donations today, the chat in the YouTube comment section today. You making this your show, your spot, your network for all things Bama football. Appreciate all of you. Guys, shout out my man Eli Walker in the production room, handling the ones and twos there. Always enjoy him, keeping everything in the pot, in the motion there. And also show some love to my family at home here. Wife Mia, daughter Mariah, enjoying this weekend. Appreciate both of you, babe, daughter, watching the show with me. We're watching the show as I'm doing this right here. But until next time, folks, husbands, love your wives. Wives appreciate, value those husbands. Children, continue doing the right thing, fun thing, smart thing, good thing, legitimate thing to not be bored there. Be sure to get yourself those 3 hearty meals a day, those 3 great laughs a day. You protect yourself, you protect the loved ones around you. Enjoy the rest of watching the Bama alums in the NFL Scouting Combine. Until next time, folks, I'm your man Stephen M. Smith, and you've been listening to In My Own Words.